Hey guys, thanks for tuning in for the section of the video of the podcast that we're recording right now, which is talking all about coffee. We're going to go ahead and brew coffee via 4 different methods, but I'm going to let you guys know the beans that we're using today are a Starbucks African roast Tanzania medium roast bean. We're going to be using a mill grinder, the one that I talked about on the podcast for most of the grinding. The hand crank, if you guys haven't ever used one of these before, it takes a lot longer. It takes like 3 minutes to make like this much grounds, but well worth it. Like I said, it's kind of like milling the beans down. So this is going to take a little bit, but just kind of want to show you guys the process. I get super swole like right in here. Not so much here, but right here.
That's the right way?
I believe so, yeah. You just grind it. So you guys can kind of see what this does here. It produces like a more consistent grind, whereas like an electric grinder is going to turn stuff pretty much into powder.
It's been sitting in your hot water tank.
All right, what are we gonna get going next? Do you think?
Let's get.
Do you want to like get
these guys going?
Well, I would say yeah. Do you want to get the hot water going in the hot water pot too?
Yeah, we can do that.
French press.
All right, so we
Pour
take.
right on in.
Yep, these are coarse grounds. Putting them straight in the bottom of the French press there, just enough to cover the grounds. That's probably perfect like that. Then we will set a timer for 30 seconds and check it in 30 seconds. So now we've let this sit for 30 seconds. Why did you let it sit for 30 seconds?
Yeah, so you're letting the coffee bloom, which is basically you're introducing a small amount of water to your grounds. It opens up those grounds. It allows them to receive more water. It also lets that kind of, the crema, the oils from it kind of develop.
So basically what we're going to do now is we're going to top it off, fill it up probably about, I don't know, what, 2/3 of the way?
Yeah.
Yeah,
when you let this happen, you're going to get a better extraction from your coffee. So you're going to get more flavor than just dumping a ton of water on it.
Yeah, that's probably good right there.
And what you'll want to do is put the top on and then depress it a little bit so it holds the grounds underneath the water.
I think a common misperception with French presses though is that you're supposed to like plunge it a bunch of times. You just push it just a tiny ways.
Depress it a bit.
Like that.
So that the grounds are a little bit more. So the grounds are underneath the water. There you go.
There you go. And just leave it like that. And you can see that that's a little bit of the kind of the crema there. But anyways.
I'm kind of learning stuff right now because I don't usually use the French press.
Now you can make me French press when I wake you up in the morning.
What you doing, James?
So this is a Turkish coffee pot. It takes super fine ground coffee. And you actually, when you're drinking a Turkish cup of coffee, you're drinking the grounds too. So it needs to be super, super fine, like a powder.
So you're literally just putting the ground straight in there?
Yeah.
I've never had this style of coffee before.
Huh.
No, not a lot of people have. I think we'll do that for the whole thing.
I'm a little nervous about this one, drinking straight coffee grounds. Really? See.
I want Turkish coffee.
So did you just fill that with water?
Yeah. So it's water and coffee together, just mixed together.
We're making coffee.
Hello, I've got a spoon.
Checking in on the Turkish.
Yep. So you can see a lot of that crema coming to the top.
Oh wow, that's actually that looks really good.
Yeah, it's almost like kind of like a chocolate milk almost type.
It's almost
thing going on.
frothy.
Yeah.
Ooh,
There it goes.
Stuff's happening.
So a lot of the first stuff you're gonna see is crema coming up, which is like the oils and all that good flavor coming out. And you want to take it off the heat pretty much right when that starts.
Look at that.
It's gonna start spurting quite a bit.
Now it's a secret.
Yep.
Do you guys have a feeling on which method you think we're gonna like?
Like the most?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you go first.
I'm actually gonna say the stovetop espresso.
I'm gonna say French press.
So what we've basically done here is we've randomized the coffee since we don't have an extra person to make it for us. We poured them into these solo cups, which we're going to put into these little guys individually and test all at once. So we have the coffee written underneath them, but we did mix them up and randomize them. So we can go ahead and test that out. So we are going to try, where's coffee number 1? Someone point
Right
that out?
here.
Okay, so this is coffee number 1. Pour, Jamie, do you want to go and be the
Sure.
pour master here?
I will make.
So go ahead and pour coffee number 1. We're not going to look at the bottom, just enough for a taste tester. Ding. All right.
Definitely got bitter.
Yeah, I think it's weak and
I
bitter.
think it's drip.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
say it's drip.
I'm gonna guess that it's drip too. Also because it doesn't. Do you see any oils on the top of it?
No, it's
It's
thin.
really watery.
It's thin if you hold it up to like the light or look through the bottom of it.
Dude, which one's number 2?
This one.
It was a little murkier.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Has some murk to it.
Murk for
Got a
the
little bit of
Turk,
residue on the
maybe?
inside. Oh, even the smell of this is different right off the get-go.
So yeah,
Ooh, it's stronger.
it's got more body to it.
I
I'm
can see a
honestly-
little bit of oil on the top as well.
I'm gonna say I feel like this is the percolator.
I was just gonna say the percolator.
Or it's the French press. I don't know.
I'm gonna say this is French press.
Doesn't
I'm gonna say
matter.
it's a stovetop.
I'm gonna say the percolator.
Is there a difference between percolator and stovetop?
Yes, there is.
So it's a stovetop?
Mm-hmm.
The
So we'll call it
stovetop.
the stovetop. Everybody hear the banging in the background? That's our 2 dogs wrestling, but they have to be out because we're not negligent dog owners. So number 3.
It smells very similar.
It seems thin too, though. Yes. I think the last one was French, and I think that this is stovetop.
Well, the other one
No.
was more oily too.
I'm gonna say this one's
This
actually.
one, I think you guys, and I'm not just saying it because you guys are saying it, but I think you're right.
I mean, I have 1 is drip, 2 is French press, and 3 is
this,
stovetop.
so if we're all right, then this last one's gonna
So it
have to be
sounds
the
like-
Turkish. So last but not least, we're going with number
4.
4, which if we're all on the same page is has to
Sure,
be
you
the Turkish.
definitely. It's got that like
Oh yeah.
really thick. If you look at the cup, it's got like
I
a
should've
ring
switched
of
this
dark in
around.
it.
That's fine. All right.
This
Yeah,
is
dang.
dark. This is like dark, dark, dark. It's like really strong just to smell.
It's strong, but it doesn't have that like bitterness to it that like the drip had.
It just feels like more bold.
Yeah.
Actually, I was expecting if this is the Turkish.
Well, and normally,
which
like
it
I
is,
said, like they'll add like a lot of sugar to Turkish coffee.
Yeah. That's really
dark,
good
so,
though.
yeah.
Okay.
All right. Do you have your list?
I do have my list. Do you guys want to go ahead and reveal? So I think we were
I
all
think we were
across
all right
the
on.
board.
Yeah.
So number 1, where's number 1 at? Okay, Maggie, what's number 1? What does it have on the bottom?
Looks like drip.
D for
D.
drip.
Yep.
So we were right on with that. Number 2 we said was French press. P I thought was for percolator. So number 2 was actually the stovetop.
Oh.
Ah, so I was
So-
right originally, and I should have
Yeah.
kept it. So
What it
3
was.
is definitely French press.
FP.
Yeah.
Okay. And if that would make 4, it has to be the Turkish. So what did you rank as the thing that you liked the best?
I said 3.
You liked 3 the best, which turns out it was actually the French press.
Yeah.
I actually liked the Turkish the best.
I liked number 2 the best, which was actually the stovetop one. So we were all different on our number 1 favorite.
Yeah.
No one said the drip, which isn't surprising. But
Yeah,
it
that
was too watered
That was
down.
bad. Yeah.
I didn't have the drip dead last. Did you guys both put the
Yep.
drip in
Yep.
dead last?
Mhm.
Because I think the drip for me, I didn't put in dead last because I felt like I could pick it up. It just kind of almost like when you have a Corona or a Coors, like you can pick it up and just drink it real fast if you need to.
Yeah.
Which coffee you don't generally want to chug.
Yeah.
But for me, I put it ahead of the Turkish, and not that I didn't like the Turkish, it's just the Turkish was so thick for me that I didn't feel like I felt like a sipper.
The drip for me like was kind of undrinkable. Just because it's so bitter. When you've got such a weak cup of coffee or like such a lack of depth, you get all those bitter notes and nothing else.
I was struggling between French press and Turkish because of the thickness, but I really liked that, like, the Turkish has like almost like a layer over
Yeah.
the top of it, and I liked that. I liked that it was like heavy.
Well, you guys, just to say, so we don't keep this too long, thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching this. This is our first go at trying to do something, so these will get better, I promise. But thanks for sticking around for this. If you didn't watch the podcast and you just saw this, and you want to hear all the extra stuff where we talked about what we like about coffee, like what age we were when we started drinking it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
favorite way to have it,
Talking
all
about our
stuff.
kids, like if we want to introduce them to it. So yeah.
So, and then we did a coffee quiz. See who won, Maggie or Jamie. So if you haven't checked out the podcast, go do that now and actually go listen to it. But thanks for tuning into the extra content, guys.